So please stick around. If y'all want to talk about any of this, but we are definitely going to talk about the T.I. and King situation.
Man,
and y'all definitely want to stick around for that.
I got some things to say.
But yes, before we get to that, I know you went to go see a movie on Thursday,
Beyonce's
right?
Renaissance movie.
Shout out to B, man, for holding down the culture.
Just off the rip, just shout out to Beyonce. Like you said, for what she's done for the culture.
What she done for the culture.
Period.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I think the Renaissance movie just really showed what a lot of these artists are lacking. Not just in their stage shows.
Hey, I haven't seen it, but I'm agreeing with her. I think you don't have to see the movie to know that she pays attention to detail. She's a master of her craft.
Absolutely.
And she's from the school of the Diana Rosses, the Michael Jacksons, that you have to be a performer and an artist.
Yeah. And she has what a lot of these artists are missing and why they're not having the longevity, because she is a student first. You know what I mean? And you can see that in the way that she puts together her shows. Like, she's involved in every single aspect of her show. You know what I mean? And we already know the Renaissance tour was amazing, but like in the documentary, you really get to see how
the behind the scenes,
not just the behind the scenes, but just kind of like, she's very humble and she's very still, like, she's all about still being connected to her roots. You know what I mean? And you can tell like what she does has a purpose behind it. And the purpose is not just going viral or money grab or getting to the bag. You know what I mean? It's about building legacy, building her artistry, and like really contributing something to the music. Like, you know, when you look at the Princes and the Michael Jacksons and the Tina Turners and those people, they left a lasting effect on the game. And you could tell that's what she's striving to do. And these other artists, they just really not looking to do that. They looking to be famous. They looking to get a bag. They looking to go viral, be the hottest thing out. It's not the same.
Yeah, well, but it's not the same because the target audience has changed.
Absolutely. And you can see that in Ari Lennox and Rod Wave. Her opening up for Rod Wave and how his fan base treats her because she's more of an artist.
Right.
You know what I mean? Beyonce said it in her documentary, my voice is my instrument. This is what I'm here to perform.
Right.
Before anything else. So them throwing water bottles at her and, just not really being there for her music. It really, for the art, it really kind of shows like this audience is a different type of, that audience is a different type of audience to try to entertain.
Well, that's what, I mean, and not to get off of Beyonce because we want to obviously give her flowers, but Kendrick said that. He said that he was struggling with putting out new music because he was like, what's the point? I'm putting in all this effort and there's so many of these hidden messages and the lyricism and the art of it and people are just not getting it. So he's like, then what's the point of me doing it? Yeah. What's the point of me putting in all this work into my craft? And I'm paraphrasing what he said. I'm not saying that he's like dumbing down his mark, but I get what he's saying. I'm putting in all this work and y'all are only paying attention to the basic stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it is. It's watered down. But I think your audience will get it. Your audience will get it. So I think, so again, we have to give props to, to B. I know like she just dropped a new song called My House, I think it is. Have you heard it? Yeah. And like most people are like,
that was at the ending credits of the ending credits of the movie. So.
And most people are going to say they don't like it. I don't necessarily like it, but I get what she was trying to do. And
like
again,
the whole Renaissance is a homage to house music and homage to the ballroom culture, and the LGBT community and all their contributions that pretty much just get piggybacked on and stole from, but at the same time they're not ever gonna get their shine. So.
Well, and that song sounded more or less in the HBCU lane. It's not for y'all. Yeah, and it's okay. Like not everything has to be for the masses.
And that's what somebody was literally just saying. If your target audience is everybody, your target audience might as well be nobody. And that's the truth.
Well, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. If you're a mainstream artist, then yes, you should be tailoring your music to the no, let me take that back. If you are a mainstream entertainer, then you are going to have to cater to the masses. If you are an artist, you should do whatever it is that you want to put out. And your fan base should align with whatever it is that your art is. But sometimes your fan base doesn't, but it doesn't matter. I think artists have to be selfish and make music for themselves. And then see if people connect with you. Because if they connect with you, it's more authentic. But when you're putting out purpose, if you're putting out a song just to be a hit, the classification of the hit is being streamed by multiple different people. But it depends on where you're at. If you're an artist and you're true to your art and masses do connect with it, then it's more authentic. But if you put it out because you just want to get your streaming numbers up, then you're going to get that as well. So
Beyonce is to a place, even like she said in the movie, I don't have anything else to prove. And that's just it. I could do what I want to do. Like, I don't have nothing else to prove. Like, I've already broken all the barriers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have nothing else to prove. She can put out whatever she want to put out.
And that's, to me, that's the best place for you to be in. Is to be in a place where you have the freedom to create the way you want to create. And unfortunately, most artists don't have that freedom.
Yeah.
And we've seen in her career where she didn't have that freedom. You had to hit a number. Because, like, people got to realize this is a business. If people are putting millions and millions of dollars into you, they want a return on their investment. You can't just say, I'm going to just do whatever I want to do. No, there's people that will clear the records, clear the album, make sure this is the hit that's going out, this is the song that's going out.
This is a single.
And I think at the beginning, maybe she didn't have that, but as she got bigger and more creative, and, you know, you can say that now she has more freedom because she's not really chasing hits, but it's what she wants to do. But again, there is a thought process behind it, and at the end of the day, you still want to make money. So there can be both. But yeah. I applaud her in her space of being creative and being free, and I wish more artists were to do that. And that's why I applauded Andre 3000 for making the album he wanted to make.
Yeah. You see Wayne responded to him, I got so much stuff to say, and I was just disappointed. I'm like, bruh, that's you.
Yeah. But I get what Wayne is saying, though. Like, you still have things to say. You are in a different stage of life. It's not that you don't have anything to say. I think he just feels like maybe that it won't. And I don't want to speak for Andre, but maybe in rap or in hip hop, maybe he felt like maybe it wouldn't be accepted. I think it would be dope to hear later older men in their later 40s, whatever, talk about what it is like that. But if it's not, but what Andre said, if it wasn't, it didn't feel authentic.
Yeah, if it don't, then
so if it don't feel authentic, then don't do it. But I don't want it. Like, I get what Wayne is saying. I like what Wayne said in general, to not let age be a barrier for you to be able to create art. Age shouldn't be a barrier. But I get what Andre was saying, that it felt forced.
It's not a barrier in him creating art. It's a barrier in him creating the art that people want to see from him, because he don't want to do that. Or,
well, no, even he just said he had nothing to say. So I don't think it was what people want to hear from him. I think he just, again, he said he did not feel authentic in the art that he was thinking of creating. And if that's okay, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because you can hear that. I can hear when people are being inauthentic or just in the studio just to be in the studio. So I'm all for him making the album that he wanted to make. And I think that's dope. Like I said, breaking down barriers.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I like it.
I listened to it once. I'm probably never gonna ever listen to it ever again. But I don't listen to that kind of music. So it's not that I don't like it. It's just, that's just not my lane. And it's okay. It's okay not to like something, but it's okay to still appreciate it as art. And that is his art. And he has the right to create it the same way that Beyonce has the right to create whatever it is she wants to create. And guess what? You don't have to like it. And I don't think she cares if you do.
I mean, it's really that simple.
So same way, y'all ain't gonna like every episode that we do. And guess what? I don't care.
And I think too, like, when you're being authentic to yourself, it don't matter. You know what I mean? It's been opinions that I've gotten dragged for, but I don't care, because it was, you know what I mean? It was genuine.
At the time,
it was a genuine.
It was what you thought, and it was your opinion. And opinions may change. I may be convinced otherwise. But at that time, when I released it, what I said is what I said.
But I feel like